Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our second round of 16 broadcast in the men's pro doubles. I'm Dean Bear. Joining me is Fabio Soto. Fabio, we had a great one for starters. Sudsy and Kane took out Momo and Mario. And now we got Bredenbeck and Pratt, the USA qualifying team. They're the ones going to be representing USA in doubles, even though Charlie played with Rocky Carson. Rocky Carson elects to play singles only, doesn't want to play both. This is an interesting doubles tandem. Your thoughts of not only the Bredenbeck Pratt team, but Natera and Acuna. Interesting.
It's very interesting. I was talking earlier to all these gentlemen, and look, Dean, for me it seems a matter of experience here. Obviously, Charlie Pratt here is the most experienced player on the court, a Tier 1 champion, as we all know. And Jake is probably the strongest player on the court, you know. But Acuna, Natera, experience, not so much, but speed and agility and athleticism, very much so. So for me, it's a matter of experience. I'm liking more of the Charlie and Bredenbeck combo right here. However, you know, I'm not taking away anything from anybody. I would like to see this match go to an 11-10 tiebreaker, as a good friend once said.
We shall see.
Very quickly, 1-2 in the headpin scoreboard. Charlie Pratt going against Alan Natera. Another point right there. You know what's interesting to me, Dean, right now, this combination of Natera and Acuna. Natera usually plays with Javier Estrada, as you know. But the fact that Alan Natera is playing the backhand seems interesting to me because, you know, both of these players have good backhands. What do you think is the reasoning behind Natera playing the backhand and not Acuna?
It might just be a comfort thing. Like, Natera usually plays with Estrada, but is Estrada usually, I can't remember who used to play where. So I don't know, is the point.
High Lobnick there. Try and go for it.
Jake is all over that pinch shot, I'll tell you that much.
However, Acuna and Natera score point number 3. Point. Good serve there by Acuna. Power. Wow, Jake. What a great overhead serve. Good shot there by Alan Natera to the left corner. Point there by the native from Chihuahua, Mexico. Skip shot.
Wow, beautiful shot by Alan Munoz.
Alan Munoz, of course. It's a replay right there called by the referee.
Hands of Jake Bredenbeck.
2 bounces called by the ref. A little too much heat there.
So again, Jake usually plays the backhand also.
He does.
When he played with his brother. No, he played the forehand with his brother. And with Jose Diaz.
Well, like you said, it's a matter of comfort, Dean. If he feels comfortable as Natera and Acuna, if they don't, we might see them switch sides. Coverage right there by Acuna.
Wow, what a beautiful passing shot. But I tell you, Jake Bredenbeck really come a long way, Fabio. I mean, on the single side, I mean, he's tremendous. I thought that was short, so did Natera. Wow. Look at the selection of the shot by Jake Bredenbeck.
You know what? I like that shot right there because he saw that he didn't have a quite a shot the other way, took it, and now they're tied 5-5 in the headpan scoreboard. Defensive play there by Natera.
I can't believe he got that. Skipped it in. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 36.5 annual Shamrock Shootout. We are in the annual KWM Gutterman Shamrock, presented by Flat Hill Nursery. We are at the Glass Court Swim and Fitness Center in Lombard, Illinois. We definitely want to thank Keith Miner for KW Gutterman for being the title sponsor, as well as Platte Hill Nursery for being the presenting sponsor. We do have Papa Nicholas Coffee, which for me, Fabio, is always a treat coming here because I know I can get that coffee all the time. They're a platinum sponsor, as well as Grega Law, Rick Seberg, Frank and Diane Bunker, platinum sponsors. I want to thank them all for being a part of this event. Bredenbeck down the line.
Oh, just a bullet right there. Wow.
He got that between the legs.
Best rally of the match so
and
far.
Charlie Pratt just takes a little off it. Tiny bit.
Listen, a changeup, it works. Charlie's showing why he's the most experienced player in the court right now. Very calm demeanor, gets the work done.
I felt like I was watching Tony Casamano on the court there, I'll tell you. That skinny guy in the front row.
skip
I
by
want to thank
Natera.
Tony Casamano for sponsoring this event also.
It's point number 9 for Bredenbeck and Pratt.
Yeah, quick little lead here. One of the nights we will have the Anthony's Pizza special here at the glass court. Good save there.
Oh,
Going for broke. The winner of this match will take on Landa and Murray. Timeout on the court. We'll take a break right here on IRT Live.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live again from Lombard, Illinois. As the timeout was taken, 10-5. Bredenbeck and Pratt leading game number 1. Side out right there. Skip ball called by the referee. Replay called by the U.S. team. Good sportsmanship by these two gentlemen. Equipment timeout there asked by Alan Natera. Reminding everybody when there's a technical and equipment timeout, 30 seconds for the player to change his racket, cannot sit down, cannot have a drink, cannot talk to his coach. Just a change of equipment and come back immediately to play.
30 seconds. Oh, that ball just didn't come out right.
That's an unfortunate bounce there, but it's all legal.
Jake even said sorry for hitting a shot that you couldn't get.
I'm sorry for being so good. Wow, what a great defensive shot there by Bredenbeck.
Skipped it in. Faria and Portillo. They won their first game. They're playing Hector Barros and Adrian Yalden and Galicia and Christian Ware took game one over Keller and Vargas. Good shot selection there, right into the corner.
Way to attack that ball there, right there from Alan Natera. Making the right choice, yet they're still down. Between the legs there by Bredenbeck.
Nice kill shot there by Charlie Pratt.
U.S. team is up 12-5 now on the headpen scoreboard. Wow, Charlie Pratt is just giving us a class right there of splat shots. Andres Acuna was too far behind, couldn't reach it. Oh, Charlie skipped that ball.
Mr. Vegan.
So this U.S. team doubles, Dean, they're heading to represent the United States in Guatemala at the RF World Championships between the month of December and November.
Correct, it's supposed to be. If that event is, as of now, is on. Momo went up top to watch.
Oh, they're going to concede for a replay. That shows they're giving back that same sportsmanship that they got early in the match.
Yeah, but just a replay is not as good as a skip ball, as a good ball, which is a half out.
Side out by there, down the line, Charlie Pratt. Let's see if they can score two and take this one to game number 2.
Yeah, very comfortable lead here. What a good get.
Close call right there.
Mr. Perez Angel Armando, how are you? Are you healed or you're back on the court, I see? 13-6.
Ooh, great play by Natera.
Flat.
Game point number 1, Dean, for this U.S. team.
Set up, Pratt. Good pick up. Jake missed an easy one to send game 1
But you know what, Dean? I mean, look at this lead. They have 8 points ahead of this team of Natera and Acuna. And to be honest, they fared very well with this position thing. And I think it's been good for them. They're comfortable. I'm sure we expect to see good things from this U.S. team when they participate in Guatemala.
I would imagine that they're going to play doubles in the U.S. Open.
They should. They should.
I'm going to look it up. Right now, the IRT Pro Division has 75 people in singles. This is the last weekend to register. I know they said the registration has been extended to the end of this weekend. I did speak to Doug Gannam directly. So right now the doubles, there's 21 and a half teams. So there's someone not registered for doubles. Oh, Acuna is going to be playing with Felipe Camacho.
They have to get ready for Worlds too.
Look at that.
So it makes sense for them to play together.
We miss Felipe Camacho. The skip ball. No, Jake is playing with Sam Bredenbeck at the U.S. Open.
What about Charlie Pratt?
I didn't get to that yet. I'm research. We don't have.
It's another point right there by Natera and Acuna.
Natera's partner is called NAP. I don't know what that means. Pratt is not in doubles as of just yet. Natera is playing with, it just says NAP.
So game point number 2, Dean, as Charlie Pratt goes to serve. I love Nick. Wow, what a way to end it right there. See how
very
Charlie
calm,
is?
very cool, collected. Game 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the start of game 2 right here on IRT Live.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop their whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try it hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Lombard, Illinois, 36.5 annual KWM Gutterman Shamrock Shootout, presented by Platt Hill Nursery. For the IRT, I am Fabio Soto. Some great, exciting, not only doubles, but singles matches. This is one of the few pro stops that has singles and doubles. So stay tuned because we have 2 more matches today of the round of 16 singles later on. I want to thank everybody for watching on your phone, at home, at work, wherever you are, on your TV, on your computer. Thank you very much for joining us. Please don't forget to like our post, share our feed, follow us on social media. Well, this game goes underway. Game number 2. Pratt and Bredenbeck serving first.
Will this be in 2, Fabio?
Well, we'll see. I mean, let's see how they fare. Wow. Again, Charlie Pratt just showing us how it's done. Little tap in the corner right there on the backhand. Charlie Pratt again. Wow. The beginning, Dean. The experience right there. Charlie's got it.
Well, he's the calm one on the court here.
Between the legs, Bredenbeck, a little too hard. Trouble. Skip ball there, a little too hard. Coming off the, bidding off the left corner for Pratt. 0 serving 2 on the headpan scoreboard. So, Dean, tell me, you know, the first game was 9-15, and I got to say, none of these teams have changed positions. All these men are in the same position where they started, so I guess they feel comfortable. However, after this point number 1 by Acuna and Natera, what do you think Acuna and Natera need to do to go to game number 3 against this U.S. team?
Well, I just feel like I don't hear them communicating. They're reading each other, but there's nothing like a verbal communication. I mean, you saw it in Kane and Sudzi, you know, constantly talking. And sometimes it's just to get... That's unavoidable. Good call by Zalata.
No disagreements right there.
No. They had a couple, they had a look, but that was about it. To the hands there of Jake.
So I want to remind everybody, the winner of this match takes on later tonight on Alejandro Landa and Samuel Murray. We got some exciting quarterfinal matches of doubles tonight, Dean.
Yes.
But we still have 2 singles matches after this one.
We have 2 singles round of 16s coming up. There's some good ones. We'll go over that at the end of this match. Good diving get there. Jake's going to spin, take a forehand. That was 2 bounces, no? What hands, Natera?
How will this end?
With a Charlie Pratt skip. $4 p.m. Singles are supposed to start. That's an hour and 10 minutes.
So 3 serving 1 on the headpan scoreboard. Point number 4 for Bredenbeck and Pratt. Skip ball there by Charlie Pratt. Awarding point number 2 to Natera and Acuna. Point there, finally breaking the spell, Acuna and Natera. Still down though by 1. 3-7-4 on the headpen scoreboard. What a great side out there by the U.S. team. Well, Pratt and Bredenbeck increasing their lead a little bit more. They're more comfortable. But as you see now, Dean, Acuna and Natera switch sides. So we're talking about this if they feel comfortable or not. So now they flipped. I mean, I don't.
Well, they only got 3 points. So.
I don't blame them for it. Let's see if this works as a strategy for them to increase their advantage.
There's a lot of there's a lot of teams that just they're new doubles teams, and this is one of them. I was talking to and this is not nowhere near the quality of level of play like Kane and Sudsy, who played first time, but you got Jake and Charlie first time. Eric Cuevas and Seth Cabillas, they've never played doubles before, and they didn't win. And I spoke to both of them, and I said, you can't expect to just gel. It's a process.
It's a process, definitely.
And you're seeing that from, Natera and Acuna. And they may never play again together, but it isn't because of the results here. This is a situational match right here, right? Good hands there by Charlie Pratt. 8-3 on the headpen scoreboard. I'm going to pull up the have a very easy shot right there by Acuna. Skipped it in. Once again, singles is coming up at 4. First match on the championship court will be Landa versus Acuna.
What an interesting rematch from Denver. I know we're going to get a lot of social media coverage on that one.
Jake missed that one. A couple of the other matches will be on other courts. Mario Mercado versus Jake Bredenbeck. Parilla, Montoya, Thomas Carter, Rocky Carson. Broken ball. Hashtag just a replay, Charlie Pratt. Brian Pineda. The 5 o'clock match has got to be the talk so far of the singles draw.
So
Eric
far.
Chahiu taking on Daniel De La Rosa. Sebastian Franco. Portillo. That went to seed. Vargas, Beltran, that went to seed. Natera, Garay. Natera is an upset on paper.
But we're not surprised, though.
That's going to be just a replay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, I think Charlie would have hit him on the backswing. Is that what he said? On the backswing?
Yeah, he said he was well placed. Yeah, and Natera says, yeah, to throw a ceiling shot.
Okay. Hashtag. This just in. Carrasco and Keller take game 2.
Funny bounce there.
Murray and Natera will round out the round of 16s there.
Ooh.
No, where are you going? Pinch? But he's got to take that shot.
He's got to take that shot.
Sorry.
He's got to take that. Good hands there by Alan Natera. That's called justice, Dean.
If you say so.
Seven serving 8 right now in the headpin scoreboard. Very interesting match. Far better game 2 than game 1. Let's see.
That was a crack rollout by Jake Bredenbeck.
It was.
I like that we see all the, the whole Guatemalan team's here. The whole team Zurich is here. Towel timeout sponsored by Zurich. Fabio, that's what I like about Team Zurich. Although it's the name sounds like, Switzerland, but
Yeah, true.
they are. They're
True.
independent.
They're
They are
independent.
not a country.
Not a country.
They hail from some of them from Mexico, some of them from Colombia,
Yeah.
and some of them and some from Bolivia, and they travel like a team.
That's very
They
cool.
come in yesterday all wearing team jackets. It's really nice to see.
And I like that about it. That's kind of like where Impact Team wants to be, and it's kind of what Team Dovetail is trying to be.
Yeah. That was just a replay right there. But Jake said, how much room do you want me to give him? Like, swing.
Wow, what a great shot there by Charlie Pratt. He's been owning that left corner, Dean, throughout this match. Wow, what a funny bounce there. Jake, unfortunately, can't get it. Half out. Still too much heat there.
Nobody
again.
could get that one. Once again, want to thank KWM Gutterman for being the title sponsor, as well as Platform Nursery of the presenting sponsor. Wow, an ace serve and doubles right into the corner. Timeout on the court. We'll take a break. We'll be back right here on IRT Live.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Gentlemen, we are live from Lombard, Illinois. We have a much closer game number 2, Dean. 8, serving 8. U.S. national team of Charlie Pratt and Jake Bredenbeck versus the Costa Rican Andres Acuna and the Mexican Alan Natera. Ooh, great effort there by Jake Bredenbeck, I gotta say. So I'm not surprised, Dean, that we're tied at 8-8 because obviously Acuna and Natera have what it takes to take this to the distance. However, these adjustments that they made of them, for example, remember that they were down by 3 when they switched positions. So Alan was playing the left, now he's playing the right, and so far it's worked for them, up until now.
Yeah, but, you know, again, we talk a lot about, you know, racquetball being a game of runs. They got to win 2 games to 15, if they tiebreakers to 11 if after. And, you know, obviously Natera and Acuna, they want to go to a play with a tiebreaker. Charlie and Jake, they don't. Charlie got the hell out of the way of Dodge right there.
Wow.
Charlie went up for the fake. He's telling Jake, thank you for the cross court away from me.
Listen, that is called teamwork right there, 101.
Last thing I'd want to be is sitting in the front wall when Jake Bredenbeck is lining up to drill one down the line.
No. Wow. Andres Acuna. What a great play. 8 serving 9. Just a replay call right there. I agree with the referee. Charlie got out of the way in time. Charlie again owning that left corner. But the team of Natera and Acuna are leading. What a great pass right there by Alan and Natera. Who've now increased their lead by 2. Dean, the way this is going right now, I think we're looking at a tiebreaker.
It's possible. Can't count. I'm not going to count out Jake and Charlie just yet. You got to get 15.
Wow. And with shots like that.
That was good. Natera, I can't remember, and I wish someone would remind me if Natera plays the right hand, if he plays the forehand with Estrada. I think he does. Yeah, they're picking on Charlie Pratt right now.
That seems to be the key right now for their success. They're now up by 4.
Good re-kill right there by Jake Bredenbeck.
And this is probably what they need right now to cut the bleeding.
Yeah,
Down
a game,
by 4.
Game of runs.
This is the largest disadvantage that they have throughout this match. Let's see if they can overcome it. Short serve. Broken ball. Wow. Andres Acuna just destroying that ball in the left corner. It's a good serve there by Brennan, but a much better return by Alan Natera.
Yeah, they're looking definitely to go to a breaker here.
Seems that way.
Skip ball, Charlie.
Wow, what great adjustment by the team of Natera and Acuna.
Look at that, right into the corner.
And
Jake
now Acuna and Natera are only 1 point away of taking this one to game number 3.
Jake looks angry. Look at the hands by Jake Bredenbeck. Look at Jake's hands. Insane. Do they have it in them, Fabio?
They do, of course. They have
can
the
serve
experience.
for the game right here. They can serve out the game. Let's see.
Replay called there.
Charlie didn't want to swing. You can't
No.
blame him for that. It's under Acuna's feet.
Of course. And he's a good sportsman, Dean.
Yeah, Charlie is definitely. Wow, flat rollout. Jake Bredenbeck.
And a much
Woo!
needed point by this U.S. national team because they need to stop the bleeding. But not only that, just get a point on their side. They accomplish it. They're still down. 5 points from tying, 6 points away from winning. Interesting serve.
And a very good one.
Oh, Jake just running.
Wow. He went for that.
Gigantic effort there by Jake Bredenbeck.
Towel timeout sponsored by Zurich. Acuna. Oof. So the second chance here for
Just an update for you all. 11-9 wins game number 3, the team of Keller versus the team of Ware. Colombia versus Guatemala. And right now, Acuna and Natera take game number 2, 15-9. So 15-9, 9-15, and we'll be back shortly on IRT Live with the next game number 3.
The ancient Greeks had 4 words for love. The most admirable is called agape, love as an action. For 175 years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love. So they can look back or look ahead and say, we got it right. We did good.
you're serving 5 on the headpin scoreboard. Down the line winner for Alan Natera. 2 in a row for Natera and Acuna. Timeout taken. Zurich Construction. We'll take this time to thank all of our sponsors here. This pro stop. Remind everybody that the winner of this
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell
Atlanta and Shamrock later on today.
Fabio, it helps if you have the right headset on. What a great.
Well,
Sorry.
Dean, what do you think, Dean, about this 5-3 right now? Stunning turn of events.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a simple mic error. Tiebreaker action. Glass court, Swim and Fitness Center. We are on the glass court. And there's a winner from Pratt right there. 6 serving 3 on the head pen scoreboard. Want to thank all the sponsors, not only the IRT sponsors, My Pillow, Head, Pen, Gearbox, but KWM Gutterman, they are the presenting sponsor, as well as Plant Hill Nursery. Welcome back, Leo. That was a human error right there. That's not a... Fabio, you're speechless. Why are you speechless?
I'm fascinated watching this because I can't believe that 6-3 in tiebreak. I thought this was going to end, well, going to be a lot different. It hasn't ended. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, Dean, let's talk about the matches coming up here in singles in the round of 16s.
Well, like I said, let me pull up that draw. So we have it on the top half of the draw. No, we're going to start with the top half of the draw, which is the 4 p.m. matches. What a nice reverse pinch winner for Bredenbeck. Looks like a timeout for the boys. We'll stay right here. Let's tell you, 4 o'clock, Landa, Acuna, right here on the glass court. Mercado, Bredenbeck, Perea, Montoya, Thomas Carter, Rocky Carson. Those are the 4 round of 16 matches starting at 4 p.m. here. Then our 5 p.m. matches. De La Rosa, Trujillo, Sebastian Franco, Eduardo Portillo, Alvaro Beltran, Carlos Keller, and Natera and Murray. So those are the 8 matches we have in the round of 16s, but we are sitting right here in the doubles round of 16s. The winner of this match take on Landa and Murray. We need to get some updates on these other matches. I'm going to pull up the pro doubles draw. The top half of the quarters are set. Sudsy and Kane taking on Alvaro and Danny. Garay and Franco versus Mar and Montoya. Perea Portilla will take on Keller and Keller and Carrasco. And then the winner of this will take on Landa and Murray. And doubles is set. Ladies and gentlemen, the doubles are set. But here we are. We still have a match on the glass court. It is what? 8-4?
Tiebreaker, Bredenbeck and Pratt are on top here.
Fabio, so let's talk about runs. You know, the Pratt Bredenbeck run is here now. 8-4.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? They're looking solid.
Charlie missing bottom board. Ooh, Carla Munoz in the chat box. Buena bola. Well, what's the extra name? Did she marry two people?
Yeah, Alan doesn't know.
Saludos, everybody online watching. We got a great one here. Towel timeout sponsored by Zurich Foundation.
Well, towel timeout is over, Dean, and now we're back at it.
Charlie playing safe, skipping a ceiling ball.
Wow, very rare to see Charlie miss one of those shots. Very rare. So we're now at 6 serving 8 in the headpen scoreboard. You know, Acuna and Natera are getting very close, team.
Jake's really got to take over here, Fabio.
He does, definitely. Now, 1 point lead only by Team USA.
Wow, good shot right there. Jake for the reverse pinch winner. What a rally.
Maybe this is a shift in momentum that Team USA needs right now to get back in this. They're leading by 1, but that lead doesn't seem as comfortable as it was about 5 minutes ago, Dean.
They need the fire from Jake Bredenbeck. That's what they need. Charlie's a little too, settled.
Let's see what happens here. This is where Charlie's experience should come into play.
Two bounce right there. 9-7. $10-7. Welcome into the booth, Daniel De La Rosa. Daniel, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, thank you. I'm just going to say hello to all my fans around the world. I had so many that I was like, I'm not forgot about you guys. I'm still here.
You excited to be here this weekend?
Always. Chicago is really a special venue for me because a lot of my friends, well, my dad's friends, my dad grew up with a lot of the guys who come here and support me, so Chicago is always special for me.
That was 2 bounces. That was 2 bounces. Charlie was looking to replay it. I think he is going to replay it. That was 2 bounces. Sorry, Daniel. Your dad's friends are all here.
It's more important than the match, I know.
Yeah. The fans love you. And I like how you said the millions of fans all over. So,
well, Daniel, we'll see you soon on the court here. You're going to play singles. But everybody's asking, what about the doubles later versus Sudsy and Kane?
You know, I'm just gonna focus. I'm just gonna focus on my singles right now. I don't have to think about anything doubles. It is what it is. It's one match over there, so I'm just gonna focus on my singles right now.
You should. Reverse pinch winner there by Natera. By Acuna. Thank you for stopping by, Daniel.
Well, thank you guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so we got another match. No, I thought it was 10. I think it's 10. I think we got the wrong score. $10-7. It is. It's the second match point opportunity for Bredenbeck.
Oh, Jake just missed it. A little frustrated there. Understandable. But listen, they scored
He's going for it.
But listen, they scored 2 points in a row. A little bit of a comfortable lead here. Wow, good coverage.
Skipped it over.
That 3-point lead just went away. Now it's 2. What a close match, Dean.
Yeah, this is 11-10. Natera missed an easy one.
Wow. He made the right shot selection. Just
Nobody was there.
Nobody was there. Right shot selection, just not a good execution. Unfortunately. But still, Alan Natera has the ball. Wow. Natera.
Oh.
Will that cost the team of Natera and Acuna the match? We'll see right now.
It will. I mean, there's 2 opportunities here. They already had 2 opportunities.
They scored a point, though.
If they can hold them.
Wow.
Great serve selection there
Wow.
by Charlie Pratt.
Charlie Pratt showing us the experience he has as a champion. And right now, we're seeing the end of this match as Charlie Pratt and Jake Bredenbeck take it 15-9, 9-15, 11-8. Dean,
Fabio,
your final thoughts?
No, before we get final thoughts, why don't you go through the doubles quarterfinals that's later on tonight, Fabio?
Well, you know what? It's going to be exciting, Dean, because we got a good one right here. So the winner of this match is going to take on Alejandro Landa and Samuel Murray. And, that's very exciting for us to see because also that's going to be at 7 p.m. But at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Daniel de la Rosa, Alvaro Beltran are going to take on Sadzi Munchik and who else? Kane Wazelenchuk.
And Garay and Franco will take on Marin Montoya on the second court. And Carlos Keller and Kadim Carrasco will take on Parilla and Portilla. So the doubles quarterfinals are set. We're down to 8. But now, turn our action to singles. Singles round of 16 is coming up right here. Like I said, 4 o'clock, which is roughly in around 20 minutes. It might be a little bit longer because Acuna just played, but Landa versus Acuna. The side courts will have Mercado, Bredenbeck, Parilla, Montoya. Everything went to seed. Carson will take on Thomas Carter. So 13 goes into the 4 seed. 12 goes into the 5 seed. 9 goes into 8. 16 goes into Landa. The top half of the bracket, the seeds are set. Where it gets a little tricky is the bottom half.
Exactly.
Portillo, the 7 seed, he's got to take on the 7 versus 10, which is Franco. De La Rosa is taking on Trujillo.
Who was the surprise of this tournament?
Absolute surprise. Took out Javier Mar. Beltran is going to have a tough one versus Carlos Keller. And Natera, on paper, is an upset over Garay.
Exactly.
Also, he'll take on Sam Murray. So those singles coming up next. We'll be back right here at the 36.5 KWM Gutterman Shamrock Shootout presented by Platt Hill Nursery. Want to thank all the sponsors right here, especially the tournament director, Jeff Peters. Tune in tomorrow night. We're going to have something extremely special for him. We'll get into that later on tonight. But we'll be back for the singles match right here on IRT Live.